From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
Sunshine, cool weather, but overall looking pretty nice out there. Not so bad of a day to be out at the park as we take a look at Gathering Place. A little breezy, of course, so you'll still need a jacket for the wind, but temperature-wise, we're in pretty good shape. 50 degrees and climbing here in Tulsa. Talava, you're at 50. Osage County, northern Osage County, around 4 Acre and Burbank, upper 40s. Coffeyville, mid to upper 40s, all the way out towards Grove and Jay. Pryor at the 50-degree mark, and some low to mid 50s already into southeastern Oklahoma near Eufaula and McAllister. A few more degrees to climb this afternoon. Our highs will climb into the low to mid 50s, especially southeastern Oklahoma, a little warmer than everyone else. Might be a couple spots up around Coffeyville, Miami, Grove, even Tahlequah that hold generally in the upper 40s today, but overall pretty seasonable, fairly close to normal for this time of year. Normal would be 48, so Tulsa we're a little above that, but you know, when we're within a few degrees, that's obviously far from out of the ordinary. Of course, watching the drought monitor, and we've had improvement over the last couple of months, slowly but surely, right? With several rainfall events that we've had, especially across far eastern counties, technically aren't under drought stage anymore, but still 90% of the state is under at least moderate drought. 81% of the state is still under at least severe drought. Of course, those red shades are the two worst stages of drought here in eastern Oklahoma. Now, compared to back at mid to late October was kind of when the drought stages were at their worst, when basically all of us were under that worst stage of drought or their worst stages. Here's where we're staying today. Notice our far eastern counties have had the most significant improvement. But from Highway 75, generally I-44, Highway 75 to the west and northwest, those conditions are still pretty poor, so we still need a lot more rain. This time of year, though, we typically don't just pick up rain or precip in buckets. I mean, January, February are typically fairly dry months, so it may still take us a while. And this is the future view where we look at potential rain amounts. So notice I'm not really showing anything. I mean, we're going to get some sprinkles, light showers late tomorrow into Saturday. It's not really going to amount to much. So outside of us drying out, where's the cold air? Well, it's locked up to the north where you might expect. Again, a lot of the southern portion of the country pretty mild, and even up into, I mean, these are really cold temperatures right across northern Canada and up into Alaska, but even these temperatures for some of them for this time of year are far from just absolutely brutal. And so for the next several days, really, you know, the Arctic cold is locked way up to the north near the Arctic Circle. A little piece of that will try to break off by mid to late next week and head towards the northeast United States, maybe about a week or so from now, but we're not going to be feeling that. We're going to continue to get fronts pushing through that cool us off a little bit, but not, you know, big drops in temperatures. So tomorrow, of course, well above normal as we climb to near the 60-degree mark. We'll have a front that cools us back down Saturday, but notice still slightly above normal. Kind of the same story Monday into Tuesday. Another little front will swing through, but it really won't drop us back into really cold conditions. In addition to that, morning lows. So we've only got a morning or two the next week that even dips below freezing, at least here in Tulsa. Outlying areas may be a little bit different, but even the mornings for the next several days by January standards are going to be far from unreasonable. Highs today, as I mentioned, low 50s, maybe some mid 50s to the south. I'll show you just briefly that system tracking in tomorrow morning. Notice clouds on the increase. We'll have a pretty strong south wind tomorrow that gusts 20 to near 30 miles per hour. And then we'll see some sprinkles and showers on radar, but a lot of it likely won't reach the ground because the air is pretty dry. Highs tomorrow, despite the cloud cover, 50s north of Tulsa, low 60s across southeastern Oklahoma, again with those strong south winds. Front sweeps through early Saturday with gusty north winds. Saturday will be a little bit of a cooler day with some clouds hanging on. Sunday, not too bad. Monday, we warm things right back up. And again, it looks like we're generally staying above normal heading into next week as well.